Yo, this Rico Suavay checking in when the industry's most wanted. Let's get it, let's get it. Yeah, yeah. Come and put that pussy on me. I can't lie, little mama bad. Everything she want on my heart, so that God, baby girl, you know we poppin'.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's your girl, TampaMystic, and we are live on the industry's most wanted
Industry's most wanted.
I heard we got Savannah in the building.
We in the building.
Hey, Big Seaport in the building. The Poe is in the building. What's going on with you, bro?
I'm coolin'. So, you know, it's Rico Suavay. I'm just
Man.
Let the folks know what's going on, man. From the Poe to the A, we about to get it. You know how it's going.
Absolutely. Give me some love. Boom. We transferring that good energy.
Good energy.
That's what it's all about. We just had a great conversation
sure.
before we even got into all this. I feel like I've known you and your wife for like a lifetime now.
Hey,
we bonded now. But I appreciate you being here. You know what I'm saying? Give us that real deal introduction. Break it down. Who is Rico Suavay?
All right, so Rico Suavay, you know, first off, all my life, folks used to call me Puerto Rico. They call me Rico. You know, Suavay come from my big brother. He incarcerated right now. Kid Suavay, free kid Suavay. You know, and when he, you know, he got sent up the road, you know, try to take on Suavay myself, you know. So that's why I got Rico Suavay, you know what I'm saying? My people's always call me Rico, and I'm going to hold it down for my big brother till my big brother come home.
Facts, man. Like, we talked about that, too. I've known your brother for a minute. We met through social media. And I just got so much respect for him because, like we were talking about before, like, even though he's had to sit down, he doesn't allow that to stop him. He puts out more music than some of these artists that can get up and go walk every day.
His grind ethic, it made me go harder. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I be looking at some of these folks be like, you know, buying bots and all that. And all
Right.
That. Third, I'm like, hey, man, like my brother doing that job. He not even having to do what y'all doing, and he doing it better, out working, putting money behind himself instead of waiting for somebody else to put some money behind you.
People find every excuse why they can't do something. Rather than that, figure out why you should be doing it. And that's what he's done.
He does a lot of research. He tell me that. He inspired me to make sure, hey, this is the research. You know, music repeats itself. It's just a cycle.
Absolutely it is.
It's just like, but a lot of times people don't see all the things that goes into it. They just think, oh, I'm going to make this song, and it's going to be the best song ever. And I'm finna blow, you know?
Right, absolutely. I remember when I was little, my mom would always say, time repeats itself. And I never really understood that till now I'm adult. And we do go through cycles. Fashion, music, it all just repeats itself.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? It just keeps going and going in cycles. So did you grow up in Savannah?
All right, so I actually originally when I was in Savannah, Georgia, it's a little city called Scriven County.
Okay,
You know
where is that on the map? Give us the geography. Where is it?
So I would say southeast in the middle of like barely any place. Like,
it's a speck on the map.
Speck on the map.
Okay, I got you.
Got some good folks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it kind of like, you know, it taught me certain things. It's like kind of close to like Statesboro a little bit.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I moved to Savannah, which I always was going back and forth, Savannah, bro, and my grandma and them and all that. But, you know, I moved to Savannah like officially like in like 2012. And just stayed there from there. But, you know, as a kid, I used to come. That's why I spent my summers at and stuff like that. So
I love them little small towns and cities, though.
For sure. I mean, hey, you ain't got to worry about too much craziness, you
Facts.
know what I'm saying? But, like, when I came to Savannah, the Pope now, Pope a little different.
It's a little different, but it's beautiful out there.
Beautiful, you know what I'm saying? It got some real good people out there, you know, and good food.
You met the love of your life?
Met the love of my life.
Yeah, that's a blessing.
Hey, I can't even knock that.
I know that's right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, had that going on around there, you know, but the Pope, it's kind of grimy at certain situations, but also as long as you just like mind your business.
Absolutely.
And you know, don't be trying to stun on the next man. Like, let your work and let what you do like speak
for itself. Absolutely. And I think that's anywhere you go, you're gonna run into that. But it's up to you how you move and who you associate yourself with.
For sure.
You know, our parents always be telling us that you are who you associate yourself with. And we don't understand that either until we get a little older. We're like, you know what, you're absolutely right.
Facts.
You got to be mindful of the people you keep around you because not everybody's for you.
Facts. Me and my peoples, we got a little expression. We say PYP. That means pick your people.
I like that. You should make that a brand.
I need to make that a brand. Hey, I'm gonna make it a brand. We're gonna make that a brand.
Make that a brand. Trademark it.
Yeah.
Get the whole merch going. That would be something. I don't mean to jump off topic, but that would be something that people would buy.
Facts. Hey,
that's not passive income. You could set up a whole little online store and it just could sell itself. It's like dope. It sells itself.
I need to do that. PYP.
PYP. That's the brand right there.
That's
I can see it.
Yeah, it's gonna speed. We got, I got a little bit of stuff. Like me and Swag got some on the road shirts coming out.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. Hey, I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah.
Write that down. For sure.
She got it on video. I know that's right. Because you have to think of ways to make passive income.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to make money while you sleeping.
Facts.
You come out with a clothing brand or merch or something like that, set up a little online shop, people going to be shopping with you 24 hours. And that's when I shop the most. She might be able to relate, but I be laying in bed 11 o'clock at night on all them little Fashion Novas and doing my little shopping all the time.
So I bet your man, when he come home sometimes, be like, why is this package in front of the door?
Listen, I got two big ones sitting there waiting for him to put the chairs together right now. You know what time it is.
Sure.
But when did music start coming into your life as a personal interest?
No kids, really, like, so when I was 7 years old, I was in church, like, and then I was just so infatuated with how the music sounded.
Yeah.
So I went up, to the his name was Timothy Beatty. He was like over the music in church and stuff like that. So I was like, I want to play piano. And he was like, all right, I'll teach you a little bit, So I started playing piano.
That's dope.
When I was 10, I got a drum set. So I started playing drums.
Wow, that's 12. My favorite instrument. Well, that and the guitar.
Yeah, so I was about to say, when I was 12, I got a Fender.
That is
guitar.
dope.
So I started playing guitar when I was 12, and then, I start being a little bad,
I mean,
and let that go. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna think of the past, but I ain't gonna lie. Music always been in me. Like my grandma sang, mama sang, stuff like that. So I originally started off just singing.
You was singing in the church?
Like just singing, like not even. I was singing at talent
just
shows.
Everywhere, wherever you could.
Sing,
That's dope.
And then I started rapping, and then I linked up with Big Bro because Big Bro was having so much motion, like, and it just started going better. And I also produced too. Like I got little credits.
Playing all them instruments, I was gonna say you must produce as well.
I got little credits.
That's dope.
I was working with Supreme Team, working with Slayer Tracks, to which they got little stuff with like K Camp, little stuff.
Yeah.
Like Rich Homie.
That's dope.
The list, you know what I'm saying? Just being a part of that whole movement as well, kind of helped me just like be like, hey, I can do this.
Of course.
And then, I stopped doing music for a little bit when bro went up the road, but then I came back and I was like, you know what? It was an open mic. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it.
Absolutely.
One.
There you go.
I was like,
see?
Shoot. Like, I ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Got to shoot your shot sometimes. Take that opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Then, then Big Bro right there, he was like, hey, man, like, I believe in you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
I want you to start a label. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna help
See,
you fund
he got that business mind.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna help you fund it. You know what I'm saying? We got the paperwork. And him got it. It's me and his label.
Man, congratulations. That's big.
For sure. So
sign yourself.
Sign to myself.
Sign yourself. That way you got complete control over everything that you want to do. And you release on your terms. You create on your terms.
And there's so many ways to get income that people just don't understand.
Man.
Like, I got 2 different LLCs, so it's like, honestly, you put 6 months in and show that you're getting income from those from those LLCs, and the marginal, just see what that margin is. It's so easy to go get a loan.
OPM, other people's money.
Facts.
That's how we living.
Facts. Facts.
Straight like that.
You know what I'm saying? And get it.
Credit is king.
Credit is king. Get it and make sure you flip it. Don't
spend
it.
Absolutely.
Flip it.
Absolutely. And like you said, it's okay to have multiple businesses. You know what I'm saying? I got 3 separate entities.
Facts.
And you got to learn how to write all that stuff off. If you learn how to really work your magic and you write everything off, you really don't have to end up paying taxes at all.
Might not pay a penny.
I don't. I haven't in years. Holla at your girl.
That's what's up.
Shoot, every piece of money that comes in, is your money.
Facts. You know?
As it should be.
And you just, like this nice equipment you got in here. We writing that all
Everything. Every little piece of, even your clothes, your wardrobe. Because you got to look fly when you go do your shows and interviews and whatever.
Got to look a certain type of way. So guess what? We adding that on to the pot. Make sure we don't got to even worry about paying for it.
Absolutely. So you said when your bro had to sit down, like you kind of like lost motivation just a little bit. What brought you back?
Honestly, my big bro Tennessee, you know what I'm saying? Like he kind of was like, I ain't gonna lie, like I was working and stuff, and then I be doing little side jobs and that and the third, but he was like, I heard you can rap a little bit. I was like, yeah, I rap. He was like, he put on a beat. I freestyle and I go. You know what I'm saying? Easily, I could just give me a topic, I go. So.
Which is not easy to do.
He was like,
Slick.
That's hard.
Yeah.
He was like, a few like weeks, month later, like he was like, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? And then I was able to get back in touch with my bro Mo, Suave, and like, you know what I'm saying? Being able to just talk to him more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, I'm finna do it because it's so much negativity around.
Yeah.
Folks ain't really like, I ain't gonna say I'm squeaky clean when I make music. Like certain things, like I ain't gonna say that I'm being super passive on all of my music, but how I represent myself and how I want the people to see me, you know what I'm saying, will be like a positive thing.
You come off as a straight professional. That's the vibe that I get from you.
Sure.
Like I know you guys be cutting up and having fun.
Oh yeah.
But you about your business, and I catch that vibe from you.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And like you said with your music, it's okay to have different types of music because Slick, you want to have a little bit of something for everybody.
Everybody.
Something for the strip clubs, something for the smokers, something for like maybe the kids can even vibe out to. It's important to be well-rounded.
TikTok songs and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that,
Absolutely. So. Most definitely. So music is definitely a passion for you.
Definitely. Like that's, I find myself, doing things that, I felt like wasn't right, but like music is just like I love that job. Like I used to tell my mom like, "Hey, mom, I'm gonna be a star one day." Like, and she would, she'll try to amp me up a little bit, but sometimes parents be like, "All right, everybody say they're gonna be a star."
Nah, for real. Especially if they don't understand how the music business works, they're like, "Well, how are you gonna make money doing this?" So, they don't be understanding that.
I'm like, but I knew like, hey, this is what I want to do.
So music is your passion.
Passion for sure.
Through that, what is your purpose?
My purpose is, to spread love. And then honestly, like a lot of people don't believe in faith and stuff nowadays. A lot of people believe in living in the flesh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
absolutely.
Guess what? The flesh dies off.
Absolutely.
But guess what? Your spirit gonna live forever.
Facts.
So it's just like, let me put something positive into the world, no stuff to try to get me or my people indicted because I already got people indicted for wrong things already. So it's just like, let me try to be what God put me on this world to be, like a soldier for him through music. Like through my music and then people meeting me and just knowing who I am. And then I feel like sometimes some of the artists out now, some of their songs not even the best, but it's just like, the impact that they have on people. And
the vibe that people catch from them, like if they meet them, they're just a good person. They putting that good positive energy out there. And that makes a difference. For sure. Nobody wants to work with someone who's got like an a-hole attitude. You know what I'm saying? Like putting that negative energy out. You don't want to be around that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's like, definitely don't want to be around that. Like, and that's why, we all my people, like I say, PYP, we pick our people. We make sure, like, we make money. Yeah. We make missions. We motivate each other. We try to goddamn do the right thing, you know what I'm saying? But, like, so.
We human. We all going to fumble sometimes and make mistakes. Oh, yeah. But it's what you get from it. You learn from that. Mm-hmm. And the biggest thing that I think I've learned, and I know you're going to agree with me on this, is we learn to be more proactive rather than reactive. Being reactive is what puts you in the bad situations.
Reactive had me in jail.
Right.
A few times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, I ain't trying to,
Like, I ain't going back there again.
Not going back there. Sometimes I gotta be like, I really don't like this situation, but, if I do something aggressive or something that's gonna be like that, it's gonna make the situation worse. So.
Right, absolutely. Sometimes we just have to walk away, and I don't think that makes somebody a coward or less of a man or less of a woman. You gonna wake up tomorrow, and so is that other person.
Facts, but there is limitations to everything.
No, I agree.
I'm not finna let nobody.
If I gotta defend my life, that's one thing. Mm-hmm. If I got a chance to shoot you before you shoot me, that's
you gone.
You gone.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
But if you both are just arguing,
it ain't got to get to that.
It ain't got to get to that. Just walk away.
Walk it away. Yeah.
You know, you got people that love you, and you know what I'm saying. You got a lot to live for.
For sure.
I could tell you got it up here.
For sure. Trying to stay positive and trying to educate myself each and every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we on the way up though.
So since you've been doing music, you've been, working at it for a while now. What's the biggest struggle that you've had to overcome within this music business?
It's a couple of them. It's a few of them that I had to overcome. But as far as the technical side, I engineer all my music pretty much.
Yeah, you did mention that. That's
so
dope.
I had to learn that, learn how to get my voice right, learn how to mix my brother jive right, over the phone, and try to make sure everything good. For this crazy music too, it was so cool because we literally got the tape done in a month.
Yeah.
That's
quick.
Fast. He was like, hey, hop on this. I'm like, all right. Hey, hop on this. He sent it, and I'm like,
how many songs?
9 songs.
Okay. All
mixed and mastered. We got a couple bonuses that that we're gonna put out a little later, whatever. But we already done dropped 2 visuals. We dropped it December 23rd. We done dropped 2 visuals. We done got 3 blogs wrote about us. And more stuff. Shoot, I'm here with you.
I know. Now. Yeah, you working.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's what it's all about. And let's just talk about, you said that, you're on the blogs, stuff like that. That is so important. Artist, please. When you put your money and your time and whatever into your music, you got to put that marketing and promo behind it. Otherwise, what's it for?
You're not going to get any traction.
Right.
You're not going to get no verification on what's going on with
Absolutely.
You. So it's just you got to. Shout out to Nella Wrights. Nella Wrights is, she's dope. She helps out me and my brother as well.
Writing your articles and stuff?
She does some, and she also just, gets us opportunities and tell us, hey, this is the move right here.
That's dope.
And we just do it.
You got to have people like that on your team and in your corner.
Got to.
Because there's people out there that may have connections you don't, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Making them connections, networking.
For sure. I mean, that's the big thing nowadays. Honestly, if I could tell an artist to do anything, I'd say network more. Because, we hopped on the road, came up here, came straight here.
And he was on time.
On time, 15 minutes early.
And he was early.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a big deal in a city, because I do interviews back to back.
Yeah.
So it's one person being 20 minutes late can throw the whole schedule off. So thank you for being. You and your wife was here early.
Facts. That's how we move, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What is we're in 2023 now, man. It's brand new year. What can we expect?
A lot. I got some special performances.
Okay.
One performance, I'm going to be on national television.
Oh, congratulations. That's big.
Y'all just going to see that when that happens.
Right. You can't tell them too much.
Can't tell them too much. But, me and Suave, we just dropped KM2. Crazy Music 2. We dropping that.
Yeah.
Got a couple more visuals coming up. Got some shows coming up lined up. One in Sanford, Florida. So, you know about Florida.
Oh, yeah. You going to Sanford. That's dope.
I actually opened up for Dolph up there, too.
Nice.
Before Dolph passed away,
yeah.
Dolph.
Long live Dolph.
Long live Dolph. He was actually a big reason why I got a label, seeing that, that's cool.
He was a boss.
A boss.
And he was the nicest person. I worked at a street exec for a while, so that's how I got to meet him. And he was just, man, he was so genuine.
You would think that, because he, he was rich, he was established.
Yeah.
That, I open up for him. And people open up for people all the time.
Yeah.
Some people are like, all right, bye. You know what I'm saying? He actually had a word with me.
Yeah.
Talked to me a
little
bit.
That was him.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I commend you for that because I'm trying to, that's the type of energy I'm trying to give off.
Absolutely. So being in a situation like that where you got to share the stage with someone like Dolph, what does that do for you? Mentally, you know, like where does that put you at?
Shoot, they had me on 10. I'm like, hey, I'm doing something with myself.
Couldn't tell you nothing.
Couldn't tell me nothing. I ain't gonna lie. I was walking around. I was flexing.
As you should be.
For sure. Had my boy. We probably. I want to say we smoked like 25 like 25
Good times.
Yes. Like, hey.
Just don't do them edibles.
Nah, never. Hey, never again.
Lord.
Never again. Oh,
yeah. That sends you to the moon.
Yeah, I'm good on that. I'm not trying to lose my soul out my body. Straight.
Nah, for real. For you guys that are watching this, you don't understand about the conversation we had before this started.
Facts. Some out-of-body stuff.
Out-of-body experience, like another world type stuff. So with the project that you guys put out, what made you decide to come together and do the project? You and Suave.
I mean, we already had Crazy Music 1. Literally, we did Crazy Music 1 a year before he got indicted.
Yeah.
You know, and like I was just like, I wanted some traction for him. He wanted some traction for me.
Yeah.
And you know, we both like I started back in 2019. That's when I started back.
Yeah.
So we talking about 2016 to 2019. I ain't made nothing.
Yeah.
You know, so I started back then. Started getting a little fan base, and he had his fan base going on, and we were like, I engineer his music. So
yeah.
It's just like we was like, you know what, man, we made a song, Unread, the first song on there. We just made the song Unread. And you know what I'm saying? He was like, man, we might as well do the tape. I was like, yeah, let's do the tape.
Nah, for real. Absolutely. That's good that you guys were on the same page with it. Going back to when you first started doing music, did you have somebody else engineering for you, or did you learn that like out the gate? I'm
going to be honest, like I was in like 11th grade and I started fooling around with GarageBand.
Okay.
And then like, I went to, at first I went to Fort Valley State University, got kicked out of there, I ain't gonna, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But
it wasn't meant to be.
It wasn't meant to be, you know. But and I was fooling around a little bit there too. And then I came to Savannah, I was actually at the studio with a dude, you know what I'm saying? And he was trying to mix and master, and I was like, I just don't like how it sounds.
Right. You know what your sound is.
Yeah, like I don't like my voice naturally is pretty cool when I sing and stuff. So it's like I don't really need too crazy of stuff. Like I just need a little razzle dazzle. Yeah. You know, so then from there I started doing it. You know, as far as projects that I've dropped, I say maybe one tape was one thing that I didn't do. Yeah. Everything else, I mixed and mastered every single thing. When you started mixing and mastering like full time your stuff, did you change your recording style at all? Yeah. I mean, I learned that, hey, don't record with your microphone too loud. Hey, don't, you know what I'm saying? Make sure, you know, your levels are decent. Also, you know, as far as myself, sometimes I like to not hear myself when I'm doing it. Yeah. You know, just little things that I learn how to EQ better, learn about dual compressors, learn about how to use, you know, bit crushers, like just a whole lot of stuff. Phasers, I could go for days. Yeah. Like, it just. That's like a whole nother lingo. Whole nother lingo. Do you use Pro Tools? I use it all. I actually know how to use. I know how to use Pro Tools. I know how to use Logic. I know how to use GarageBand. I know how to use FL Studios. I know how to use all of them. But that's good, though, because if you ever have to go work at someone else's studio, they might have something different, so you're going to be like, oh, no problem. I can run that, too. Facts. I'm trying to learn Audacity right now. Yeah. Like, that's a new one, and I'm trying to learn that, too. I'm like, why not? You know, no, absolutely. Get as much up on it, because now, you know, you're opening yourself up to a broader audience, you know. Do you have a creative space in your house where you record at and stuff? I actually shoot. I turned my whole downstairs into the studio. What did wifey think about that? She was cool with it? Kinda. Kinda. You know, she got her workspace. So, I know that's right. I need to have my little situation, but I also be at Euphoria Studios in Savannah sometimes too. So, you know, I kind of be going back and forth, whatever, you know. Yeah. Sometimes you want to get in the actual studio to catch that vibe. For sure. But I got a good vibe at the crib, too. But you get, and most definitely. I mean, some of the best music comes from being recorded at a home studio. Facts. I started doing that really, like, Future had an interview a few years ago. He was like, you know, as long as you got a good engineer, like. Absolutely. You could be inside of your living room. You could. And guess what? My stuff in the living room. No, absolutely. I watch some of these documentaries like Travis Scott, who has this in Russ. Mm-hmm. They have their little portable setups they put in the hotel room, and they be in there recording. Going crazy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm on that same type of time.
Yeah. So do you engineer? I know you do, for your close, homies, but do you engineer for other artists as well?
Yeah, I got some little, I done did some stuff for Rizzo Avery in the past, little stuff for Supreme Team, little Slayer tracks. I done did stuff for a few artists in Savannah. I probably say in Savannah I probably got like 15 clients.
That's dope. Yeah. Do you ever have a desire to open your own studio?
I mean, for sure that's coming.
Yeah.
That's coming, but right now, just
get that LLC popping.
Yeah, I got to. I mean, we got the label. We
right.
got the label and all. We working on the building. But for now, like, it all depends. Like, if it's a vibe that I feel is suitable to come to the crib, I let them come to the crib.
Yeah, it's got Like,
I don't really want.
You gotta be mindful of that. Yeah,
I'm gonna take it to Euphoria.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
facts. We the same way. We got a home studio, but just mindful of who comes there, and everybody can't come into your personal space.
Can't even allow it.
Nah, for real. Do you desire to sign other artists to your label, or have you done so?
Definitely.
Talk to us about that.
So, originally, our label is AP All Plug Entertainment.
Okay,
so that means
I like that.
That don't matter what race you is, what you believe in.
Yeah,
all of that. Like, if you good and you got what we want, like, we gonna plug you in.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's coming. I just more so we just got it kind of started going crazy, and I'm just trying to make sure I lead by example. I want to go through all the test runs,
absolutely,
and trials.
Facts.
That way, when I do sign, hey,
been there, done that.
We not gonna,
you know how to push through those situations.
Gonna just make sure we have a game plan. But I ain't gonna lie, like, it's already like I got Damo, I got Sita, Peso, I got Axel, MOE Axel. You know what I'm saying? I got Laurel the Press. I got people that's already like supporting the movement.
Yeah, that's dope.
And I'm just like, hey, dog, let me try to figure this out real fast.
Right. You're doing it the right way. You go through it first.
Mm-hmm.
That way when you start putting other people in a position like bosses do, that's what bosses do. You boss other people up. But you'll understand every situation that may come your way, you've already went through it.
Yeah, and I ain't got to have no hiccups. No.
Right. What about producers, man? Shout out some of the producers you're working with.
Slayer tracks, Ashton, Jameson, myself again. But it's some dope people. I was, it's a few people. But honestly, a lot of the stuff that I've been doing recently has been more so just those names.
So when you get into your creative mode, which you have to really, catch that vibe, right? Mm-hmm. How do you decide like what producer you're gonna work with?
So if I'm trying to be like, vibey.
Yeah.
I'm saying I hit up my boy Ash.
Okay, he's got those vibey type beats.
Cool vibes.
Yeah.
If I'm trying to like, I'm trying to try to get to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hitting up Slayer, you know what I'm saying?
Got you.
If I'm trying to speak realness, myself.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm trying to speak love music, myself.
Okay. So you have your certain,
yeah. You
can probably do it all, but those are the genres per se that you focus on.
That, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, like, I got a rock record I ain't even put out.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta reach out.
Because I listen to more than what people think. Like,
yeah.
I came up, like, of course I listen to pop, other people like that, but, like, I done fooled around, you know what I'm saying, listen to One Republic, you know what I'm saying, 3 Days Grace, 3 Doors Down, you know what I'm saying? I don't listen to it all. I'm talking about I can go all the way to Hank Williams Jr. just on guitar riffs.
Absolutely. It's funny because we were talking about the show Snowfall, right?
Facts.
I think it was like the last episode of season 5, they played that Phil Collins record, which in my opinion is one of the best songs of all time.
Facts.
You think about there's so many other dope creators out there. Like, why not tap into other genres?
I literally, and like, so in high school, it's a video on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You can search it, Phil Collins in the Air Tonight.
Yeah, that's
2000. It was like 2012. Dang on, I sung that, like my whole band played it and I sung it.
What? Let me hear.
Oh, you want me to sing it now? Oh, hey. Nah.
I'm just messing with you.
Hey, if they want to watch it, they can go on to YouTube.
They gotta go to YouTube
and get me some views.
Oh, I'm going to find it.
Yes.
Because like that's just a phenomenal record.
Thanks.
And I love watching like documentaries or movies like Bohemian Rhapsody. Did you ever see that movie about Queen?
Yeah.
What a great movie. You know what I'm saying? Because it really shows you the struggle that people go through and these artists go through, from drug addiction to, you know, whatever. There's a lot that goes on that people don't see.
They don't see it, but it make the people who they are.
Yeah. What's keeping you pushing?
Shoot, honestly, like, my people's my family. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to make sure my people ain't got to worry about stuff. You know, I look at people that I done lost, like Thrill or, you know, Rujo or Shamari. You know what I'm saying? List can keep going on with that.
Yeah.
It's just like, but I be like, you know what? It's bigger than me. Like,
Yeah.
it's bigger than me.
Absolutely.
I got to do this for, like, you know, other people. You know what I'm saying? I got to make sure I do it for myself for sure, but make sure my people straight, make sure they people straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like who better in my circle that can do it than me right now?
Once we can learn to get out of our own way, because sometimes the main person blocking us is us.
Facts.
Stop pointing the finger and point the thumb.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we always want to shift blame on other people. No, we sometimes block our biggest blessings.
Facts.
Once you get out of your own way, man, it's like a whole new world out there.
Definitely a whole new world.
Yeah.
You know, you just got to be open-minded. And that's one thing I had to learn, you know, just to be open-minded.
Yes.
And kind of try to find all the ways to do it. And that's when research comes into play. And then actually you can research all you want, but your actions going to speak louder than words.
Facts.
So you got to step out and you got to go do what you need to do.
Right, because we know there's a lot of people that say a whole lot of stuff that be a whole lot of cap.
Yeah. Capitry.
Liars.
Liars.
We want to see it.
Hey, that's why I'm trying to prove it right now.
No, you ain't trying. You doing. Yeah, I am. That's a powerful statement. I am.
Yeah.
You know, and just keep saying that.
For sure. I got a little thing. I get up in the morning.
Positive affirmations, right?
I look in my mirror and like, hey, man, like, hey, you that guy, though.
Right, you got to.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
facts.
You know, and then it kind of helped me keep going. You know, I get motivation sometimes by just getting out of my head.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's easy to get.
We all go through that. That was
sunk.
Yeah.
Nah.
Beating ourselves up. But that's when mental health comes into play.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, just keeping a positive light and having people that depend on me. That's what's making me go. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna have my brother home. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
That's what I'm. Like, I told him, like, I'm promised, like, Christmas, I ain't feel right.
Yeah, understood.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't posting nothing on social media. Like, New Year's, I ain't posting nothing on social media either. Because
I get it.
I was just like, and I texted him, I'm like, hey, man, like, I got to get you home.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm going to do what I got to do to get you home.
Yeah.
So that's where we at.
I know that's right. That's what you got to do. You got to keep pushing for him, keeping him motivated, because I can only imagine that being behind them walls for any period of time, like, you could lose your sanity, man. Like, wondering, is there a light at the end of the tunnel?
It's so crazy that, like, he's been in there, like, you know, 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. What?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
It's been 6 years.
That's a long time.
So, but sometimes people call him for he can motivate them. I'm like, what?
He stays so active on his social media, too.
Facts.
And I've even told him now, I'm like, bro, you motivate me, because, like, there's no excuse. People make excuses for everything, but he's still doing it in a situation where really the system don't want him to do it, but he's still making it happen.
Still doing it. Like, I'm trying to tell you, like, when we do sessions, I have him on the phone, like he
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
That's
I'm
dope.
mixing it, and I keep him. I feel like I do a good job at making him stay positive and be in tune with the outside world. He kind of do a good job with making me not be in my head.
Yeah, a brother for real.
For real.
That's dope. What's the next visual you guys got for us?
Oh, man, we about to drop, like, 2 of them. All right, so we're going to do it. We're doing a song called I'm the Man on the tape that we about to drop. We also doing a song called Wanna Know. Yeah. Which Wanna Know actually starting to get some traction. So
it's picking up some steam.
It's picking up a little bit of steam.
There you go.
Thanks. But we got Unread out right now. We got a music video Unread out. We also got the music video Walk With Me. So yeah, we got those two. And they actually, the streams going up, like Walk With Me, I think, like, it's been a week ago. I want to say we got like 3.2K or something.
Man, that's big.
You know what I'm saying? With likes, with comments, guys.
With the real comments.
No bots, guys.
No fake bot
you know
ones.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Facts.
Back in the day, numbers didn't lie. Today, numbers be lying.
You know what I'm saying? J. Cole put it on the song a few years ago.
He sure did. He sure did. Running up them streams.
And they plays from a machine.
Machines, exactly. That's what he said.
You know, so it's like I want to actually have an impact. Like, you feel me? Like, a lot of time, like, and I like the old way people hustle because, like, they was like getting out, going. Like, people like Cassidy, just, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say he's like my favorite rapper in the world, but he'd be out there selling
his grind is
tapes.
impeccable, yeah.
They're selling his tapes and all, like, you know, things like that, like groundwork. Like, you could do it nowadays. Like, you could get people to tap it on your phone and stuff like that. And that's cool. It's ways to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that got to be incorporated, but also, like, more so just having, like, going to different cities and, like, going to different clubs in the city and be like, hey, like, you know, how much it cost to, you know what I'm saying, book this venue. Or,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Go in there. Before you even do that, you can go in there. This is a little recipe. Like, you can go in, try to break your record in that club.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And then after your job, keep breaking in that club, go back to the owner, be like, hey, I want to book this club. Like,
right.
I just want, like, honestly, we could just split the dough.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And guess what? That's a hustle right there.
It is. There's so many different ways, like you said earlier, that you can make money. Imagine being an artist pre-social media, how much money they had to spend because they did, or pre-distribution, pre-TuneCore or DistroKid. The only way they could really get their music out there is they had to press up albums, CDs, cassette tapes back then, and their distribution was Walmart, Best Buy, Circuit CD when it was around. That was their distribution. How expensive was it to press up thousands of those all the time? Now you pay $50 a year and
everything's there.
Right.
Hey, it be like that. The hustle from back in the day definitely was like it was time consuming as well, but the profit, they had to put money behind themselves.
And I think it's dope that you follow in that format because to me that's what builds your real fan base and that's what's going to keep you relevant.
Sure.
Most definitely.
Longevity.
That's what it's all about. Mm-hmm. Sure. Tell us, your fans, one thing about you that they don't know, that you don't mind sharing. It could be something personal. It could be something business. Fans like to know this stuff.
Let me see. I don't know. It's a lot of things I could tell y'all. But it's like, you know, I say, as far as me, I own 2 LLCs. You know what I'm saying? Also, you know, I'm married. You know, that's something. You know, you know.
What do you guys enjoy doing when you're not doing music? Like, what's your if you weren't doing music and you could do a vacation, where would you go and what would you be doing?
Oh man, I like to travel though.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, like Cozumel, Mexico.
I know that's right.
You know,
the beautiful water and the beaches and all that.
Atlantis, Bahamas.
Yeah.
You know, little places, you know, Colorado, of course.
But of course.
Yes, for sure. You know.
He likes to travel, y'all.
I like to travel, you know what I'm saying? I like good weed too.
There you go.
That's
the world is full of it, different strands.
Yeah.
Maybe one day you have your own.
I would love that. I would love that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I like indicas, I like sativas, I like the hybrids, I like it.
Depends on where you're trying to go.
Depends on where I'm trying to go. You know?
Definitely. Well, listen, bro, it's a pleasure to have you here one more time. Boom.
Pleasure to be here.
Before we get up out of here, there's 3 things we got to do though, right?
What's up?
1, tell them where they can follow you, keep up with you.
Hey, follow me on Instagram. _Rico Suavay. IAM_RICO SUAVAY. That's on Instagram. On Twitter, same thing. On Spotify, iTunes, like all of that job. Like just search up Rico Suavay. RICO SUAVAY. You know, I promise you, I won't upset you. You won't be disappointed. You gonna like what I got. You gonna vibe to it for sure.
Dope. Second thing we got to do, man, and this is a hard one. Who you got to shout out? Don't forget nobody. The pressure.
I'm just playing. Say like 20 names. Shout out to Tennessee. Shout out to Anna. Shout out to Suave. Shout out to Ashton. Shout out to Jameson. Shout out to my mama. Shout out to my brother, my sister. Shout out to Aunt Tina, Aunt Didi. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of folks I can shout out. Shout out to all my family. Shout out to all the people that support me. My friends, BJ. Shout out to Lil Raw. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Axel. Shout out, to my whole family. Damo, Sita, Peso, all of them, all my peoples. And if I miss your name, I'm sorry.
Charge it to the game, not to his heart, because it's hard to remember everybody.
For sure.
Last but not least, we live on the Industry's Most Wanted podcast, right?
Industry's
Most Wanted.
Most Wanted. You already know we here with Rico Suavay.
Rico Suavay in the building.
Let's go.
Tell everybody what makes you the Industry's Most Wanted.
Hey, because I got something y'all ain't heard before. And guess what? When you hear it, you're going to know that this is what needs to be heard. Facts. Industry's Most Wanted. Let's go.
Straight like that. We up out of here, y'all.
Facts.
I can't let little mama bang. Everything she want on my heart, so that y'all baby can't know we poppin' tag. Every day,